Well, collective, I hope you're all doing well. Today's June 26, 2024. So, I know I talk a lot about nepotism and how I've cut off my family because they weren't supportive of my spiritual growth, and it came to the point where I could no longer, hold them up. And there's a point where, and like I said, my family and I were never really emotionally close to each other. And the fact that I came out as unconditionally loving and caring and nurturing as I did, there's still a lot of credit to be due to my mother. And, you don't, like I've said, you don't have to be a mother that bears children to have those qualities, high qualities about you. But I was trying to write a poem, and I haven't really written one in a while, and but it does have some significance to just the memories that our hearts, not our minds necessarily, but our hearts really hold those frequencies for these core memories. And this one surfaced today, and it came out of nowhere, but it was very much needed. But I call this things that Mother didn't know she knew. This applies to the man that mothers to. Whether you are a woman or a man, there's a divine mother code God put inside of you. That divine code holds the key to all the birthright power inside of you. That means regardless if you physically birthed a child to God before you, still know how to be, know, do the energy divine mother. There isn't just power in our blood. There isn't just power in our hearts. There isn't just power in our thoughts. There's a lot of power in our hands, just like God has the whole world in its hands. Here are some of these things my mother didn't know she knew. My mother didn't know that one day her daughter would have her face down in a bucket, crying in a hot storage unit while washing her hair that maybe gets washed twice a month because she's a disabled veteran living off $338 a month, living out of her car, doesn't have any friends or family that would genuinely give to her without making her feel shameful for standing to and standing in her divine power to make a difference in the nation that she loves and has fought to create change for. My mother didn't know that the memory I hold in my heart and soul of her hands and motherly touch would flood my body with emotion. As I lifted up the styrofoam cup of water, every lift of that cup brought brought a literal sensation of stability and comfort as I embrace the memory of feeling my mother's hand cover my eyes before taking one of our bath time rinse cups, usually one of those plastic frozen juice concentrate containers or a collectible cup from a gas station or a restaurant. Filling that cup under the faucet and slowly pouring it over my crown. As I watched her beautiful face and loving eyes show me what it looks like to give another human being tender, loving care. As she continued to wash and rinse my hair, the power was in her hands. My mother didn't know that those bath time moments would bring me a glimpse of once belonging as I fight through my body, feeling physically lonely due to the lack of another's touch embracing me for all that I am, as she did when she took care, as she poured the water over my hair. There was so much trust there. There was trust that she wouldn't allow that soap to damage my eyes. And it was because of that moment I didn't let the cruel world and the things that I've seen damage my eyes that created thoughts to ruin my heart. Even though I don't smell that great now due to not having enough money to wash my clothes and having enough gas to make the long trip out to a recreation area with showers. Something about that divine code inside my mother that helped me create those bath time memories within me. A moment so special that created enough momentum. Both of those words have the word mom in them. To resurface some sense of security inside of me when I needed the most. And it's enough. Just as she was enough for me when I needed her to be, do her presence in our moment. She didn't know she knew. Even though our life stories and perspectives are different and we no longer talk, I will still give her positive credit where it's due. Because of our distance, I did not die. I just grew, and so can you.